Welcome to KSB Community Wellness, Operation Move to Win. We're so excited to bring this opportunity to you. This is a 12-week health initiative weight loss program, and we're bringing it to you and your employer on a 4-segment video that you can watch while you're at work. We hope you enjoy it. We hope that you are enriched by this material and you live a healthy, sustainable lifestyle. Hi, welcome to another Operation Move to Win. Today we're going to talk about lunches and snacks and how to look forward to your lunch instead of dreading it. Carrie, when we travel around, I see people complain about their lunches because they think they can only have a tiny bit of tuna and one cracker. And that's not very fun to look forward to.
No, it's not, and you're absolutely correct. The point of lunch is we want it to be enjoyable, but also to serve a purpose for us, and that purpose is to provide energy that we can get through the rest of the workday, not allow us to feel sluggish after lunch. We want to eat just until we're content, but it's important that it's enjoyable. I think one of the things that people think is that it takes too much time.
No, it doesn't take very much time at all if you're organized and prepared and just dedicate one day a week to chopping the vegetables and kind of have an idea of what you're going to plan for the week.
Absolutely. The key is, you know, it does require some work to lose weight and to eat healthy. The key is planning ahead. And honestly, that's where I have people say the more successful they are is when they plan ahead. So like you said, Christine, chopping up vegetables, I'll do that when I'm watching a TV show. Chopping up your vegetables, putting them right there in the refrigerator on the shelf versus in the drawer where you can't see them and forget them. So having those daily with your lunch. Remember, as we talked about with the portion plate, as many vegetables as you want. Bring those, whether they're cooked or raw.
Now, I always worry about carbohydrates, and you know about the fads we hear, no carb, Atkins, all carb, no protein. How do we know how to pack a lunch, a healthy lunch that's going to keep us satisfied?
And that is true, especially when you're losing weight. You don't want to go overboard on carbohydrates. However, they are extremely important in our diet in that they provide us with the energy we need. So we do need some carbohydrate at lunchtime. And that's where items such as the sandwich thins that are lower calorie, lower carbohydrate, as well as the wrap that I've made that I prepared today is actually a whole wheat low carb tortilla wrap. So it's very low in calories and carbohydrates, but it's going to give us some fiber to help fill us up.
One of your tricks that you have taken out to this Operation Move to Win weigh-ins is that instead of using mayonnaise, you're using the guacamole that comes in the individual servings, and it's only 100 calories with the good fat. Is that right?
That is correct. That is correct, and that's exactly what I have on this wrap is guacamole with some lean deli meat. I have some red peppers in there, lettuce. It's amazing. It tastes wonderful. It provides some healthy fat to help fill you up as well, and much better for you.
Carrie, I love these wraps that come in the different flavors, but I can have one of these, the whole one, right, in my lunch?
Well, maybe not the whole one, Christine, because if we look at this, one tortilla does have 210 calories, which isn't horrible, but you figure you still have to add your fillings in there as well. Right. It also has 36 grams of carbohydrate, which is quite a bit. What you could do, and what I would suggest, make a whole one, cut it in half, have the second one for your lunch the next day, or even for a snack later on, and that would be much better. Then add those veggies to it like we talked about, and you've got yourself a well-balanced lunch.
Nice. So I guess one of the things that we want to really make apparent today is portion control in our lunches. Small, wonderful items fit in your lunchbox so you have something to look forward to. We also hear when we're on the road quite a bit is the need for a little sugar, a little chocolate, a little sweet treat to look forward to at snack time or at lunchtime. How do we combat that and make that just a better alternative than eating a whole Snickers bar?
You know, that's a question I am asked all the time is, can I have a sweet? Can I have some chocolate? I like a little dessert. Absolutely. You know, you've heard the phrase where if you take away a shiny red fire truck from a child and tell them they can't have it, they're going to want it more. That's where if I were to tell someone you cannot have any sweets, you're going to want it more. Throw in a little bit of chocolate if you want. Maybe have this as part of your snack in the afternoon. There's a few M&Ms in there, but it's combined with almonds and healthy nuts. Or even, you know what I really like are those dark chocolate little squares. You know, part of what we need to do with sweets though is try not to make it an everyday habit and when you do have it, really enjoy it.
Kind of savor it. Just enjoy it like it's a special reward for being so good. And if you notice all the different items we have here, cooler packs, milk, almonds, all this fits in a nice cooler that you can keep either warm or cold. Take some soup with you as well, and make it a lunch, an enjoyable lunch.
Absolutely. And what you want to think of, it works different for different people, is when to pack your lunch. Many people pack their lunch right after they finish their meal at night, which is actually a great time.
That's what I do.
Because you're content, you're not going to nibble as you may later on, and you've got the food out already. So you might as well pack your lunch then. You can put the whole thing in the fridge and you're ready to go in the morning. Other people they can get up in the morning and have a little time to pack it then, and so then they'll pack their lunch in the morning. But it is something you need to do ahead of time and make sure you have a plan.
Isn't it true that one of the tricks that you teach people is also to make maybe the breakfast item we talked about in our previous DVDs and put them in your lunch as well, so you can heat that up on your break and it's right here and you don't have to run to the vending machine or send somebody to a fast food restaurant quick.
That's absolutely true. And honestly, I tell people you can never pack too much food, because you need to pack your items for your lunch. You may need to have that mid-morning snack, maybe a fruit, the grapes work great, or a banana. And then after your lunch, let's get to mid-afternoon. That is a time where I tell everyone they need to have that snack. That is important. Mid-afternoon is when everyone's blood sugars are tending to fall down a little bit. Many people get sweet cravings mid-afternoon. If you have that healthy snack, say around 3 o'clock, 3:30, that is going to keep your energy level high, keep your blood sugar stable, and also prevent you from getting too hungry when you get to dinner time. And let me ask you this, Christine, see if you know this answer. What is a protein combined with a carbohydrate?
A good idea.
It's a great idea. It makes the perfect snack. That's what you need mid-afternoon, is a protein source combined with the carbohydrate. The carbohydrate, such as a mini bagel, is excellent, but it's not going to last that long, just like we talked about with the breakfast segment. So put a little peanut butter on there, that's a great snack. You've got an apple, combine some peanut butter with that. Another one is string cheese. String cheese is excellent. Have a string cheese with a few whole grain crackers, and that's a wonderful mid-afternoon snack. You know, I've even had clients that what they've done is taking the real lean chicken. If it's in a can, you can rinse it again with water, get off half of the sodium, or they'll take tuna. They'll make a low-fat tuna salad, and they'll put it in a small container like this, or even a little bit bigger, and just eat it with a spoon. Such a high-protein snack, and that's going to keep you content.
It almost feels like you're having another meal,
A
like
little
you're
mini
winning.
meal, exactly.
Isn't this the tricks? Is the little tiny containers to
Small
put in there.
containers. You know, it's really amazing how little food you need at one time to keep you going. Most people are amazed and also a little afraid when I'll tell them, why don't you try having half of a sandwich, but then add more of the vegetables. They think they're going to be hungry, and they're actually surprised how content they really are after that.
Carrie and I like to compare our lunches at noon, and when we come out and see you, you ask us what we've packed in our lunch today. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for joining us at the Operation Move to Win. We hope you enjoyed this segment, and we'll see you next time.
Keep drinking your water. Cheers.